Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And just want to touch on this article, which is going in on the whole drone UAP situation that has been rocking, as they say in the news media, rocking the East Coast. And this article, brought forth a different perspective on things, which, brothers amongst our camp have talked about, different possibilities and linking everything, of course, and filtering it all through the scriptures on what actually is going on within the skyways of over here in the East Coast, particularly in New Jersey. And of course, we at the end of the day know that all things are working toward the good of them that love the Lord, which is who we are, right? The hopeful elect. Okay, we are the ones who, Lord willing, if we be a part of that number, will be the vessels of mercy. Okay, so at the at the end of it all, although we don't have any actual physical proof, right, physical evidence on what is going on as far as these drones, we know that it's ultimately all working toward the will of the Lord. As the scripture says, you can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth. But with that being said, this article, this so-called expert brought forth a different reasoning or theory, and I just wanted to touch on it because this, if this is the case, if this is what is actually taking place, which his reasoning does sound very plausible, but if that's the case, then America is in a really bad position, and majority of these Americans, right, these Babylonians, they have no clue how close they are to impending danger. All right, to the shit hitting the fan, all hell breaking loose scenario. Which for us that has this knowledge and this truth, this is why being in this truth and believing the the prophecies, understanding the prophecies is so important, because we also know that if shit hits the fan, we're going to be within that, right? In Jacob's trouble, it says it ye should be saved out of it, right? But in order to be saved out of it, you're going to have to be in it. And especially for us over here in New Jersey, and I made this comment a couple months back, and I did a video, about how there can be certain calamities that hit certain different parts of the United States that may not affect, that's going to affect the elect differently. For example, the West Coast could have an earthquake, right? And the brothers and the sisters that are part of the elect over there will have to deal with the earthquake, and just having the Lord deliver them through that. But then that could happen over there while something like a water supply system could get attacked over in the East Coast. So the brothers and sisters that are of the elect over in the East Coast will have to deal with that. And ultimately, we're all going to have the trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to take us through those times. So all of the hell, all of the Jacob's trouble might look different for each of the of members of the elect, depending on where they're at. But regardless of that, let me read this, because it says mysterious in New Jersey drone activity may be deliberate distraction hiding potential attack on U.S. expert claims could very well get hit. All right. So like I said, this is a different theory, right? A different perspective on what these so-called drones are and where they're from and why they are being so active. So it says the enigmatic drones looming over the tri-state area are likely a deliberate distraction by a foreign power trying to hide other nefarious activities in the U.S., one expert has claimed. These drones are activity, and Salaki, these drones and this activity is too large, too well organized to be the work of hobbyist Gordon Chang, a senior fellow at the Gatestone Institute think tank and author of Plain Red, China's Project to Destroy America, told Fox Business. And that sort of leaves foreign powers. And it could be Iran. It could be Iran in connection with China, but clearly somebody is trying to absorb our attention. He claimed of the numerous sightings of the well lit drones. The thing that really worries me is that if they're trying to draw our attention to these drones, the question is, what are they doing elsewhere in the country, in our country? So we could very well get hit, warned Chang. Mysterious drones have been looming over the East Coast, particularly New York and New Jersey, over the past few weeks, with at least 3,000 sightings reported in the Garden State this month alone. The Federal Aviation Administration said, which is the FAA, said it began receiving reports as far back as November 18th. Tensions over the mysterious flying objects hit a boiling point Saturday in New York after Governor Hochul declared it is time to take action. This has gone too far, she said in a statement announcing that she asked federal authorities to authorize local police departments to shoot down drones. Now, once again, whether she is, in the know and is somebody that is just playing a part, or whether or not she may not actually know what's going on, right? Because she may be too low level for the knowledge of Jacob's trouble, or the knowledge of some type of black swan event, some type of all hell breaking loose event, right? So she may actually get caught up in the whole shit hitting the fan and not really actually have answers because she wasn't aware of what was going to happen. You see? So the fact is that you have a lot of these low-level Edomites, which are in this society, a little high. Obviously, they're higher because they could be a governor, or they could be a senator, or a mayor of a organization. I mean, of a town, but they may not be high enough to actually know what the as the scripture says, the secret rulers of the darkness of this world, what they're up to and what they're doing. Okay, so that's why she may be saying this has gone too far, X, Y, and Z. It says on Sunday, did I read this part? On Sunday, Hochul announced that federal authorities gave the go-ahead to deploy a high-tech drone detection system to New York State to aid in the investigation. All right, now, so this guy is basically saying that these things could be foreign-based and being used to distract the government and FAA and other agencies from something that's even worse that's about to take place. But there was also an article which I saw on, let me see if it's still here. I saw this one on Zero Hedge, that basically these drones were United States drones. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. New theory: New Jersey drone sightings may be nuclear sniffers following elevated New York City radiation levels. The founder of an aerospace company specializing in military-grade drones published a video on the Chinese social media platform TikTok, sharing his thoughts on the mysterious drone sightings in New Jersey. His expert opinion is alarming, leaving many wishing that Paul Krugman's theory about the alien invasions was true instead. I spoke to a gentleman a few months ago who was trying to raise the alarm to the highest levels of our government about this one particular nuclear warhead that he physically put his hands on that was left over from Ukraine. And he knew this thing was headed toward the United States, Saxon Aerospace John Ferguson stated in the video. He continued, everyone knows that this administration is pushing to get into war with Russia. Right. So basically he goes on and states, why he believes that this could be something that was that. But this is what I wanted here, because I read this earlier today. It says, this is somebody that was theorizing Jersey Futures, and his account got deleted like a few hours or whatever after he posted this. So it says, this is what he says. It says, what you are seeing are American-made HPGEs, nuclear detector drones. They can detect the presence of gamma rays miles away, but what is a gamma ray? That the stuff we attribute to radiation, electromagnetic waves that penetrate you and cause cancer. HPGE drones are built to inspect nuclear sites, but these aren't. Sorry, but these ones aren't in the late 2000s. The DoD needed a response to the threat of dirty bombs from ISIS coming into our ports in New York, and New Jersey. They think they've been stocking up on these drones for a while. Some were deployed to Ukraine when Russia threatened to use the use of dirty bombs. They look weird because they're heavy and they are giant cryo coolers mounted, and they're heavy and have giant cryo coolers mounted and giant horn antennas to communicate on M waves frequency that can't be jammed. This is where I come in. The technology these drones have few suppliers, both from M waves equipment and the high purity germanium. The same suppliers that are the backbone of my industry. So what are they doing? Collecting information in how the public will react, PSYOP, and testing their ability to sweep a port city like New York for dirty bombs. Jersey was chose because we're the closest port to New York, and New York would be too dense for reliable M-wave comms. But why is the DoD silent? Again, because in a scenario we have a threat of a dirty bomb and the public doesn't yet know, the DoD needs to know how the public would react if these were deployed to sweep a city. What many don't realize is Ukraine is the reason we're here. That was the first time we deployed them into a combat zone, but make no mistake, they're for protecting the homeland, as DoD brought hundreds of thousands to act in a swarm capability of sweeping a city. Yeah, so basically, this is what he is saying that these things are. What the reason for these drones are. But all in all, like I was saying, all in all, if this is the actual case, and there's a possibility that there's some type of nuclear suitcase or dirty bomb here in the East Coast, particularly New Jersey or New York, then that would be catastrophic for Babylon the Great. So any way you look at it, it's something that is definitely has the potential to completely upheave everybody's comfortability in their way of living. And these things are all a part of prophecy, because the scripture says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them, and they shall not escape. And that's what they're saying with Trump, that he's about to bring peace and safety and build America back. Well, at the same time, you having these unidentified flying objects all over the United States, and the government is claiming they don't know anything about them. All right, that right there shows you how unsafe, at times that we're in. You see, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to touch on that and bring this out, Lord willing. This was edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.